Hey folks, welcome back to the channel, and today we have our YS model Gundam Plutone. Let's go ahead and check out this kit. And if you take a look at this kit right here, the head of the Plutone looks really fantastic, although there are some minor gaps and some really visible seam lines on this one, so that's not really a good thing. But overall, the stickers are not that bad. It looks really great. Now, one of my favorite parts of the kit right here has got to be the chest unit, although the problem lies behind the back area, and you just have to really admire that very beautiful cockpit section around the chest. And now we have the arm units. The arm units are really distinct and really beautiful. You can see these really nice sections right here, although the articulation is very limited due to the design. We'll talk about that a little later, and it is a hindrance to the movement of the kit, those little GN tapes or coils that you have right there. And we have these beautiful looking side skirts from the waist unit. Now, mind you, again, there are some sections right here that are not really connected yet to the other parts because of these GN coils, but the waist unit really looks fantastic. I love the design. And let's go ahead and take a look at the leg unit right here. Now, the leg unit is one of my favorites, although again, limited articulation because of the design. And there is this little gimmick where you can hide the GN blade inside the knee, and it is just a pain to remove that section right there. Now let's go ahead and take a look at the GN shield. Now, the shield reminds me a lot about the Natalie's shield, but I love the part separation on the Plutone. Now, the weapon is very limited. You only have this GN cannon, and there's a connector for the arm unit, and it's not really that much amazing. You have the GN core fighter. Now, this is the backpack as well, so it's a little difficult that if you put it together, it's not going to connect anymore to the backpack. So what you want to do is remove that cockpit area around the backpack and then fit it inside the core unit, and then now you have a core fighter, and it looks pretty decent. I like it. Now, it is a parts former, so there's a lot of effort of removing sections and parts to this. That's why I don't really put it in flush or connect it flush to the whole parts, because it would be a very difficult thing to remove and reconnect. So once you have those parts disassembled, go ahead and connect the core block or core fighter to the chest, and then connect the GN block to the backpack, and now just really snug it in tight, because I have no reason to remove this anymore, so it's gonna stay there. And then from that point, go ahead and connect the wings. Now, the wings are pretty okay, but sometimes you feel a little looseness around that section. But once you fold it in, it looks really flush. Go ahead and connect the head unit to the body, and now it's starting to look a lot better, and I really like the accent of the blue around the cheeks. Now go ahead and connect that arm unit. The arm unit doesn't really feel a good suction on that thing. It doesn't really pop, that sound when you connect the suction cups. But once you connect the lower parts to the waist unit, you would feel that there is a little bit of looseness as well. And it's possibly because of the connectors from the pelvic unit. Now, once you have that, go ahead and snug in those GN coils into the calf area of the legs, and then secure that with the thruster cover. Same goes with the other side. Go ahead and do the same. Just repeat the whole process, and then just secure that again with that piece right there. And then once you have that, now the back skirt is available for you to connect the other coils of this unit right here. You just have to remove the wings because they're in the way, so it is a little finicky to transform and reconnect all these parts right here. I'm not a big fan of that, and again, the design is really the one limiting the movement right here. But once you secure that and you have those coils snugly in there, it looks really fantastic. It looks just really beautiful. Now go ahead and connect the shield and pop in the gun, and once you have those two connected, bada bing, you have a gorgeous looking celestial being right here, this GN prototype unit, the Gundam Plutone. Now, YS Model has done a fantastic job with this kit. I mean, they copied a PBandai, and it really is an affordable alternative to getting that very expensive PBandai unit. Now, mind you, the plastic quality of this unit is not that I wouldn't say it's really amazing, but it feels a little bit of a Daban-ish feel. But it's a lot better than Daban. But it's not definitely within the range of JMS or XFS, but it is there. Now, the gimmicks to this kit is that you have to remove these little gray pieces and then pull out this knee cover. And then once you have that, you can then remove the beam sabers. And it's a very awkward place to store these beam sabers. I'm not a big fan of that. But once you have those beam sabers out there and then connect the two beams, it actually comes with a long beam and a short beam. It looks just really stunning. Now, the kit having two beam sabers, a GN shield, and a GN rifle, I really feel like the Gundam Plutone is very limited when it comes to the accessories. And the gimmick of changing the backpack into a core fighter and having that chest as a removable core piece is pretty underwhelming. Now, when it comes to articulation, the Gundam Plutone is a little limited when it comes to this movement. Now, you can rotate the 360 movement of the arms, but when you move it forward or back, it really has a lot of hindrance because of the coils and the backpack. Now, the head has a decent 360 rotation, and it's pretty mobile when it comes to rotating, but the waist unit has a lot of kibble, and the coils are really getting in the way, and the backpack is also causing the hindrance of the movement. Now, you cannot move the wings up or down or to the side, so it causes a lot of lockup in place. Now, the back skirt is also causing the legs to not have a full movement, and sometimes that front skirt gets in the way of the knee, and I really don't like that. So the front and back range movement is really limited, but the side skirts are really movable, causing the kit to give a lot of movement to have a wonderful split. And with that, let's talk about the things that I like about this kit. Number one, this kit is absolutely affordable. This is a PBandai clone, and it's only at 300 pesos. It has good quality plastic. Number three, it has fantastic looking colors. You can't go wrong with red, white, and blue. And it has a very beautiful mecha design. And I'm not all praise about this kit, so there are things that suck, and because of that design, it's very limited with the articulation, very few movement, the minimal seam lines and gaps are still there. The limited accessories causes this thing to not have play value, and if it is playable, it's very cumbersome. Overall, we're going to give this kit a 7.5 out of 10. And that's pretty much all the time that we have, folks. If you haven't subscribed to the channel, go ahead and hit that subscribe button, hit the like, hit the bell notification, and thank you, thank you, thank you. Stay awesome till all are one. Peace out, rock and roll. Bye, everybody. Bye.